Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an Acer laptop. This is an Acer Aspire 3. The exact model for this one is an A315-35-C3RU. That information can be found on the BIOS or underneath the laptop, right on the right over the serial number. It will tell you the correct model number. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can add, remove, and upgrade the RAM for your laptop. I made a really short video how you can check your maximum RAM capacity for your PC or laptop. It's just one line on the Windows. You don't have to install any programs or anything like that. Check that video to know what's the maximum RAM capacity that you can actually have on your computer. Based on that, we're going to upgrade this one right now. I'm going to demonstrate. And just remember, by upgrading the RAM, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be left the way you had it before. So pretty much you just open it up, upgrade, add, remove, and then power it on, and it will go back to the Windows. All your data and files, everything will be left the way it was before. I'm going to go over the tools I'll be using, and compatible RAM will be linked in a video description in case you want to purchase for yourself. All right. First thing first, a good screwdriver. I purchased myself this iFixit screwdriver set. It's a really good screwdriver set as they have all the best bits out there. We are going to be using a Phillips number 1. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab the basic tool set. For the opening tool, I'll be using a metallic guitar pick. These are suitable to opening cases and covers. All right, based on these two, we're going to get into it. So down here on the bottom of the laptop, you're going to see a whole bunch of screws. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mix matching them. So go ahead and start from one corner and remove all the screws and keep them in a single pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you found my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. Appreciate that. All right, I got all the screws out. Now we're going to put them to one side. Next, we're going to grab the opening tool. We're going to start from the front end of the laptop, always in the front. We're going to stick the opening tool, the guitar pick in this case, between the palm rest and the bottom cover, just about 1 or 2 millimeters. We don't want to stick the whole thing in there. And we just want to twist it, and we're going to hear these click sounds. That's what you want to hear, those clicks. Those are the clips are getting loose. Don't worry about it. Again, sometimes the clips do get really brittle and they do break up because of the heat and the plastic. Obviously, it does expire after some years. So don't worry about it. The screw does the most of the holding. So the clips are there pretty much to hold the case until for the production lineup. All right, so pretty much I'm just opening it up, going all around about 1 or 2 millimeters. Now what we can do, we can simply grab it and wiggle it around a little bit, and it will release the bottom cover. Put it to one side. All right, and down here we can see the RAM right over here and the battery right over here. People always say, oh, you have to disconnect the battery before you do anything. Actually, no, you don't need to disconnect the battery in order to want to upgrade SSDs or storage or RAMs. Absolutely not necessary. If you want to ground yourself, just touch the USB port right in here. This is the ground. You can ground yourself. If there's any static charge in your body, it will just ground itself. All right. People, I've seen so many people in the comment area put it in the other videos. They try to remove disconnect the battery, and they just moved it wrongly, and they create a spark and damaged it. So if you want to follow disconnected, do this. Just put your 2 fingers on the side of this jack and then pull the jack backward evenly. Just bring it back evenly. Don't go sideways. Okay, so you can see I put my fingers on the side of this white jack, not on the top, on this side, and pulled it back evenly. There's a tiny earlobes that are on each side. Okay. All right, but again, you don't need to disconnect. If you want to put it back in, you have to align it evenly in front of the connector. Don't go sideways in. And evenly, you want to push it in. Don't go sideways. Otherwise, you're going to shorten the cables, connectors in there. All right, but again, you don't need to disconnect it if you want to do the RAM upgrade. I'm going to leave it connected. All right, RAMs are right here. There are 2 RAMs in them available. This is a 4 gig and this is a 4 gig too. If you want to remove the RAM, all you need to do is to put one finger on this trigger, one finger on the other trigger, and we're going to push them away from each other and a little more, and the RAM should pop out in 45-degree angle, just like that. You guys can see right there. And that's what you want. And then to remove it, don't yank it towards the ceiling, otherwise you're going to break the RAM or the DIMM. You want to grab it from the side and slide it backward in a 45 or 25-degree, whatever angle that is. You just feel like it's really loose. In the same angle, you just want to pull it out. All right, that's one. Second one, again, pull the triggers away from each other. With a little help, it will come out in 45-degree angle. Again, you want to pull it out in 45 or 35-degree angle. Now, some RAMs do have a RAM chip module on both sides. Some of them are on a single side. Doesn't matter whichever side RAM chips you have, as long as the notch on the DIMM on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM. Let's say if I want to put it this way down, you see the notch right there is not matching. One is right down. It's a really nice offset, so it's not gonna go through. I need to flip it over. You want to bring it down in an angle, 45-degree angle in there, and a little bit of push until you feel like all the pins are in there. And then what you want to do, you just want to push it from the middle down towards the motherboard, and you're going to see these two triggers open and close, just like that. And grab the other one, same thing, bring it in at 35, 45, bring it down, and the triggers open and close. You can put an 8 gig and 8 gig for 16 gig. That's the max that we have upgraded on this one. This is a Celeron CPU, and that's pretty more than enough. Again, check yours. If you only replace one of them and you power on, if you have a 4 gig, you want to put an 8 gig, you can do that. But if you power on after a few seconds, 30 seconds, it still doesn't show anything on the screen, power it up, switch the RAM places. Sometimes the motherboard doesn't do a mem check right away. So if you switch the RAM places, it will force itself to do a mem check, which is called a RAM check. Next, if you have disconnected the battery, plug it back in, grab the bottom cover, put it over, and push down the sides. Make sure you hear those nice click sound as the clips are gonna click in. And sometimes they don't click too much, make a soft clicking sounds, and you're gonna feel it. All right. Once you're done with that, all you need to do is to put the bottom screw all over the place. And this is how you can upgrade or add, remove your RAM for your Acer Aspire 3 model A315-35. I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.